Hi, this is Bobby Kimbrough, and again, welcome to Off the Cuffs. I'm excited today. I got Anthony Levine with me, and I got Derrick Speas. I got 2 for 1. I got 11 years in the NFL, 2-time Super Bowl championship player. I got my man Levine, and I got Speas, his partner, his coach. Welcome to Off the Cuffs, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
So a lot of times, we have people on here who a lot of people know and a lot of people don't know. So, for the people that don't know you, who is Anthony Levine? Who is Derrick Speas? Tell me something about you, even though I know. Who are you, man?
Anthony Levine is simple, man. He's a guy that's hardworking.
Yeah.
A guy that's family oriented. There's this they want to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Just a guy that set goals and go out and achieve them. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Just hardworking, family oriented, and goal setting.
I like that.
That's me right there.
Like that. D, tell me about you, man. I know you done been around the world. I know you done been to China. I know you coached in the Olympics.
Yes, sir.
See, I've been following you a little bit, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before all that, I'm from Thurman Street, right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I grew up with my grandparents, so very family-oriented. My grandparents taught me hard work, taught me the value of being a Christian, and taught me the value of seeing the good in people. And so that was my foundation of me being a coach. And so I'm very excited to be here.
So tell me something. How did you all meet? So I know y'all have been together for a long time, right? Because I know part of the story, right? But how did y'all hook up? How did y'all connect? Because, see, his father, Lawrence, and I went to church together, man, right? So I remember when he was in high school, right? But how did y'all meet?
So you want me to tell a story? You want to tell a story?
We can give a combination.
All right. So I just moved here from Louisiana.
Okay.
Small kid. I ain't know nobody. And I come out to the football field, and coach running the drills, and coach just like, man, who gonna hit somebody? Who wanna hit somebody? And I'm in the back of the line.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know me.
Right.
This is my first day. Don't nobody know who I am. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I raised my hand like, Coach, I hit somebody, Coach. Now this technically this is my second time ever playing football, like ever.
Wow.
Like, so in Louisiana we have middle school ball. So I played 7th grade, and then I moved here 8th grade, and then I didn't play football. So this is my second year ever playing football. So I'm like, I hit somebody. He's like, who said that? I said, I did. He's like, come here, little man. You gonna hit somebody?
He called you little man.
He called me little man. He's like, little man, you gonna hit somebody? I'm like, yes, sir, I hit somebody. And it was the biggest running back that we had on our team at the time. And
So you were in high school then?
yeah, I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 14. Yeah. And then and then I hit the guy. He's like, you do it again? I said, yes, sir, I'll do it again. I did it again. He was like, oh, this is my guy right here. And
So you were coaching him then
Yes.
at Reynolds?
Yes. I was part of the high school football staff then. And
Now, see, I didn't know that part of your story, your life.
yes. Just, again, trying to find the good in someone. And what I was looking for, football is always about contact, but you have to be willing for that contact.
Right.
And so sometimes when you have these drills, guys know they're next, but they're not willing to go.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see somebody raise their hand.
Some initiative.
Yes, put their hand in the fire. And once he did that, and he showed me not once that he can do it, but twice, that was our connection right there, and we've been together ever since.
Wow. So you left Reynolds and went to Tennessee State on a football scholarship, right?
yes, sir. James Webster, my head coach.
That's right.
Yeah, from Winston-Salem.
I didn't know that.
James Webster?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Winston-Salem.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So you were up there 4 years, right?
Yes, sir.
So when I first met you, you was at Tennessee State, and your dad, he used to talk about you all the time, and that's good stuff. Yeah. So how did you end up in China with the Olympic team from Reynolds High School?
One of those things about me and coaching is not only did I set the bar high for myself, but I also wanted to not be the best locally. I wanted to be the best on the world stage. So that ambition and that dream always pushed me for more and more and more. And I was out in Salt Lake City, Utah, training another athlete, Kamani Griffin, who's also from Winston-Salem, who also started at Reynolds High School.
That name sounds familiar.
He's one of our top speed skaters in the world.
Okay. Wow.
And so I was there training him, and it's the saying is someone's always watching you. And just happened that the head coach from Team China was watching me train Kamani, and she liked what I was doing. And the first thing she said was, "Have you been to Beijing?" And that was the connection.
Now, you know, that's amazing. From Reynolds High School, you end up in Beijing, China, coaching the Olympic team. From Reynolds High School, you end up in the NFL. That's pretty strong. And so, you know, I always tell the story about how draft night, I was at his house with his dad.
Yes.
His dad invited me over draft night, right? We was ordering pizzas, right? And I was sitting there, and I followed this kid. Well, can't say kid, he's a grown man, but you know, I got a son that's about the same age, right? But I have followed this man since he was at Tennessee State, right? And I have been so impressed with his dedication, his determination, right? He's always been the same humble young man, right? And so I'm looking at him now, right? And I gotta ask him, man, your ears are blinging. Them real or what in your ears,
Oh,
man?
man.
Are they real or what they blinging?
Man, listen.
Draft night to the night.
Yeah, look here, from draft night to the night, right? 2 Super Bowl rings, right? So the first Super Bowl ring, checking my memory, I'm getting old, right, was Green Bay, right?
Yes, sir.
And the second one you got with Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead.
Nah, man. Honestly, you know, from that night, you know, it was kind of, it was.
What year was that, man? What year was that?
It was 2010.
2010. That's right.
Yeah. So I didn't get drafted, and I ended up going undrafted. But I was you can go undrafted, but I was a tryout undrafted. So I had to go in and try out. Yeah. You know, I had to try out for a spot on the camp roster.
Wow.
You know, so I didn't get no type of incentives or anything. So it was like a tryout. And when you trying out with guys. I was trying out with guys that was all SEC, all Big Ten, like all ACC. I'm going against all these guys, and I'm from Tennessee State, Ohio Valley Conference. And when McCarthy walked in that room and he was like, "We only taking 3 people," he's like, "We only gonna sign 3 tryouts."
3 tryouts.
I grabbed all my stuff. I grabbed some of the Green Bay stuff. I grabbed the helmet. So I was like, "Oh, it's over with." I said, "There's no way they about to take me over, you know, the guy that's all SEC, right?"
Right.
So I grabbed my bag. I put the helmet. Now I'm walking out the door, and next thing you know, somebody grabbed me. So I'm like, "Oh, they saw me take all the stuff." So I turned around. They was like, "They want to see you upstairs." And I'm like, "Oh man." Right? And I go upstairs. Next thing you know, they hand me a Green Bay hat. And I'm like, "What's this?" So, "No, congratulations, you made the roster." And I'm like, "Oh." Man, I was overwhelmed because I honestly, I didn't think that they would take me over guys from LSU, Alabama, North Carolina, you know, Ohio State. I just didn't think it. And it did. And from that point on, it was just like, I just kept just going and going and going. Then I started on the practice squad. So when you start on the practice squad, it's like, you know, people look at you and, "Oh, he on the practice squad," you know. So like, he just on the practice squad, right? But I felt I was part of that team because I practice every day with those guys. I'm going against Aaron Rodgers every single day. Going against Donald Driver, Greg Jennings. I'm in there with Charles Woodson, you know, and all my teammates, they didn't look at me like that. But like from the outside, it was like, "Oh, he just on the practice squad, right?" So then you keep going, you still just keep going, just keep pushing, just keep. And then it's times like when Coach would come out there, and Coach stand with me, you know, and he pushing me. He just like, "Look, man," like you said it, you said it earlier.
I was out there with him.
So you know what?
Yeah,
I heard that. So you went with him to keep him straight, to keep him motivated.
I don't know if we're gonna put all this out. You want?
It's
we
right
go.
It's almost for the book almost.
Well, look, give it to me. Come on, I'm family. Give it to me. Come on.
Look, we'll put a little out. We
give me something.
We can't put every single
Speas,
detail.
give me something, man. Come on, we family.
We can't give you every single detail. But
Well,
I'm
okay,
gonna
give me
this.
something.
I'm gonna say this. Coach is with me every single training camp from my rookie year on till now, right? And even with my rookie year in Green Bay, when he walked in the hotel, everybody knew him. They was like, man, who is that? Oh, that's Coach. Like everybody knew that was Coach. When he come to practice, he had his own seat, and he was there. Like he'll wake me up. Like he'll get up, wake me up in the morning, like 5 o'clock, make sure I was on the first bus.
Really?
Like make sure then you gotta get like it was really like you have no chance. Like there's no way that you're not gonna make it.
So you a kid, when you said that, right? When he was talking to me today and he was talking about I got to bring Coach with me, he's been a part and the reason of my success, right? I never had no idea that it was that detailed.
Yeah.
I thought it was because you trained him when he come back and forth to town.
No, you said it. You said it earlier. You said, and you know what? I'm going back to school today, and I said this. I was on a Zoom call earlier, and I said that kids do believe in themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kids do feel like when you grow up, kids be like, yeah, I want to be this, I want to be that, and that's how kids feel because they do want to do that, right?
Right.
But the only difference is kids that have people that believe in them,
wow,
people that's pushing them, people that give them direction, and that was Coach. I had Coach, I had my dad, I had my mom. And I had people that believed in. I believed in myself. I believed in my talent, but I also had Coach who believed in me.
So you was there in Green Bay with him?
Yeah.
Every day?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You couldn't fail, man. You had somebody that was pushing you every day, critiquing him every day.
Watching film.
It was one of those things to where.
So they let him do that too?
He was there.
I was just there.
Wow.
I mean, this is my guy, and he made it. We made it. He had a dream, and I wanted to make sure that he saw that dream.
Boy, I got to give you something on that, man. That's the sacrifice, man. To believe in another man's dream so strong that I'm going to go with you and make sure you get to your dream. That's strong there. Wow.
And he would tell you there'd be nights to where I was on the floor. I was on the floor. Whatever it took.
This some exclusive stuff you get right now, man.
You need to put this in writing, man. Real talk.
No,
That's what
Nah, he was there.
That's truly my brother's keeper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you left Green Bay, where did you go from Green Bay? You went to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So you went to Baltimore too?
Yes.
Yeah. Everywhere. I don't go nowhere without Coach. I don't do nothing without Coach.
Wow.
Wherever I'm going, when I come in today, I'm bringing Coach.
You told me that, and I said, yeah, bring him.
Yeah.
So when you left, well, I got some ideas, man. That's strong there, boy. You need to put that in writing, really. So when you left when you left Green Bay, you went to Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
So how did you end up in Baltimore?
We ended the preseason with Green Bay, and I had a fantastic preseason. Coach had all my stats written down. He's like, man, there's no way you're not making this team. And I was just like, man, I don't know. But I didn't make it. They wanted to bring me back again on practice squad. But I did too good, and I was like, I'm not coming back on practice squad. No, I'm not coming back. And it was like, what you gonna do? I'm not coming back on practice squad. So anyway, that's when I got a phone call from like a handful of teams. And my phone just going, and then we just sat down and we looked at the places that the teams called, and I was like, we just picked Baltimore. We picked Baltimore, get to learn from Ed Reed, be around Ray Lewis. And,
that's right, because Ray Lewis was there when you got there, right?
Yeah, I was still young. I was going into my third year. So I was like, okay, I get to learn from Ed.
So you had already
Ray.
won a Super Bowl ring. I remember the Super Bowl rings. I saw them. You brought them and showed them to us. So you left Green Bay. You had the Super Bowl ring. So you went to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to Baltimore, and then all of a sudden, man, I just kind of took off from there. Like really, that's when when I came in, they was like, man, just be yourself. Like John, my first day in that building, Coach Harbaugh sat down with me at breakfast, talked to me, and was like, man, just be yourself, just be you. And from that day forward, I just been myself, and doing what I do, and then training with Coach is it mixed, and I'm still
remember
going.
We came to Detroit.
Yeah.
You got us tickets. We came to Detroit. Me and Dr. Mack came up to see you play in the Dome. Yeah, that's good stuff. So what was it like being in Baltimore, man, playing with Ray Lewis and all them guys? You must be doing something right because you've been in Baltimore. How many years now, man?
This going on my 9th year in Baltimore.
Wow, I know some folk don't stay married 9 years, man. And you've been on the same team for 9 years.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it just kind of happened, and I earned the respect of the coaches, the organization, and
so
all my
what position
teammates.
do you play?
The better question is what position I don't play.
Excuse me. On defense, right?
Right.
So what's the better position that you do play? What are you Coach, what are you best at? Coach, you give it to me straight because you've been watching it for years. What is he best at? Corner, safety, linebacker, what is it?
The one thing about our training and our philosophy is he's ready for whatever position that they need him.
Really?
Because he's able to run. The one motor skill that he has is sprinting. And he's able to do
What kind of speed
whatever.
you got? What kind of speed he got, Coach?
Even right now, as an 11-year veteran, he's run 4.4 even last week.
You running a 4.4 now?
Yeah, it's just right now. I'll be faster than that by the end of the summer.
Really?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm here for. Make sure that he's healthy, make sure he's primed and ready to go to perform at a high level.
So you do training, do you just do it for him or you open up to the public, Coach? I know, first of all, let me say, are you affordable? Because, if you train, are you affordable? Are you affordable?
You have to be affordable just so that you can have that connection.
I mean, really, you training a world-class athlete, 2-time Super Bowl, right? So, in my mind, I'm saying, well, can I afford him? Man, I'm like what I'm hearing. I got 2 younger boys myself, so I'm saying, is he affordable?
Yes, sir, because I believe in the process, and the process can't start at a figure that no one can get to. The process is seeing how far you can go with the training, with the coaching, and as the process goes, the finances does change. So I can't start locally at a price that people can't afford me and try to get some of my information. Because that's one thing that a lot of coaches and a lot of people, they don't see me, is the information that I can give them of the pathway to be successful, of what it would take. Instead of assuming what it would take, we know and we're still living his dream.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. So you saying by the end of summer he's going to be fast in a 4.4. That's pretty impressive.
Right now we have him on training block, 4.39-ish.
Ish.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen. I've been with Coach Speas since I was 14 years old, and it's not no secret. I won't train with nobody else, only because he can get the best out of me. He can push me. He know how my body is. He know, and just his training. Like I'll put him up against anybody, But
his record speaks for itself. I heard him speak at Carver, and I knew who he was, Levine. But so I did my own little research on him, right?
But it's not with me and him. It's not just a trainer. Like we actually talk. He's not just a coach. He's not just a trainer to me. He's like an uncle. He's my mentor. Like, I look up to him. Like, I got a problem, I call Coach. I talk to Coach, and like I'm not the only one that do that. But that like it's more than just a athlete trainer, athlete coach relationship.
That's strong.
It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we family. Like I'll be there for him and he'll be there for me. Whether if I didn't have no money or not, Coach will still be there for me.
Well, that's shown because you weren't an NFL player when he met you.
No,
that's
right.
true. So he showed his love for you at the gate.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
So I got a lot of young parents, or a lot of young kids gonna be watching this, right? Who got a dream. They looking for somebody. You said a lot of things since we've been sitting here, right? One that's so important to me, man, that speaks volumes, that while you may want to do something, but to have somebody that's willing to sacrifice, believe in you, and sow in you has made a difference in your life, your mother, your father, and a coach. So I guess what I summarize from that is that you got to have a mentor or somebody that's going to believe in you and push your dream forward. So these young kids out here that have a dream, but like you said, they don't know the process. They don't know how to get there.
Not only do they have to believe in the dream, but I was big in basketball. Now I thought I was I could be Mr. Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought I was the man in basketball. Coach pulled me to the side, man. Came in one day like, "Hey, man, basketball not for you, man. You need to stop playing basketball. And I'm like, what? No. He's like, hey man, you not what you think you are in basketball. So not only do you need somebody that's gonna believe in you, but you need somebody that's gonna tell you the truth. Somebody's gonna tell you like what Coach's motto is. This is motto, and so it's our motto, and it's what's the bottom line. What you trying to do? You trying to play football? You trying to play basketball? You trying to run track? What you trying to do? What you trying to do out of this? Where you trying to go? And that's his thing. So that's really what it is. It's more than yes, you have to believe, but you gotta be realistic as well. And Coach he was realistic. Like, listen, if you wanna play sports, you want professional, you need to let that basketball go.
So when did you see the potential in him?
Day one.
Really?
Yes. He started on varsity for us at Reynolds High School as a sophomore. Sophomore.
Yeah.
But if you look at his senior year, he made All-State as a return specialist. He made All-Conference as a linebacker, and he made All-Journal, I think, as a receiver. It may be switched around.
Right.
But he made all three categories in all three different positions. And that also showed me that he had special talent. But on the track side, he really bought into the training because you have to prepare every day when no one's watching you. And so he allowed me to pull that best out of him. So going to Tennessee State University, it was only like an extension of the process. I have to let you go. If you follow the process at Tennessee State, I'll be waiting for you on the opposite side. So I'll be there. But you have to go through this process of a new coach, new system, new method of doing things. If you can handle that and still be who you are, I'll see you on the other side. And I was there waiting for him on the other side.
So what did you get to give from the skill set you got, Coach?
I would just say just being very blessed. I had a shot. Again, I'm from Thurman Street.
Right around the corner, 25th
right around the corner.
Street.
And so I saw a lot of things growing up. I saw a lot of friends of mine also make bad decisions. And so I took everything I saw as a youth, because I also grew up without my parents. My grandparents raised me from 3 days old. So everything that I saw from zero all the way up, it molded my vision of what I wanted to do. I wanted to help other people reach their dreams.
Wow.
And after my first year at Reynolds High School as the track coach, we won our first championship. And so I was a sprint coach, but as the team was celebrating, dumping water on the head coaches and everybody, I walked up to the towers at UNC Charlotte. I just looked down, and I was just like, if you could just give me a gift to make kids always feel special, always feel that they can achieve, I will follow the rules. And so since that day, I just had success, one after another. And I stay up late, I study a lot, but just that passion of what I saw. And if I want kids to see something different, experience something different, and I wanted to really push them to, because as you know, we lose athletes and we lose people and make bad decisions. But if you have someone that can just lock it up for just an hour, a day of their dreams, it can really keep that kid motivated to keep going forward. Of making the right decision. And then have someone there to say, hey, that was wrong. Hey, that was right. And so that's been my motivation of trying to be the best that I can be. And it's taken me all the way around the world.
I got to call you the DM, the Dream Maker. That's what we need to do, the Dream Makers Academy, man, because that's strong, yeah, to be able to take what you know, the psychological part of it, the skill set of it, and incorporate that and then bring it to fruition in a young man like Levine. I got a couple more questions because I know y'all guys busy. But let me ask you something. So what kind of advice or what would you do? Like right now, we got a lot of things happening in our city, right? You know, Winston natives, we all are. Winston is home for us. And so, like, I read the paper every day. I saw a lady on Miss Collins, if I can remember, her son was killed in a homicide, and I just got touched. I mean, it brought tears to my eyes that she graduated in her son's place from Glenn, and she had a shirt on that basically said, "Stop the violence," right, of our kids, right? And I have been enamored by that all day in my thoughts, man, when I saw her with that shirt on in the day's paper, with a gown on, in other words, graduation gown on, basically representing her son who was not here, God rest his soul. And I was thinking to myself, right, there's so much talent that comes through Winston that never get a chance to be Levine, that never get a chance to be the dream maker, a.k.a. Derrick Speas. There's so many people out there, right? And you guys are blessed, man. You've traveled the world. You have great lives now, right? What do you see, or what do we need to do, or what do we need to put in play, man, to help save some of our children, black, white, Latinos, all of them, because a lot of them are falling prey to a lot of bad decisions?
For me personally, I have these Zoom calls. Now I started my foundation, so I started talking to these kids. And a couple weeks ago, I had about 150 kids. I had 3 juvenile detention centers streaming on. Yeah. So, but my message to them is, I told them, I said, look, I have made some bad decisions in my life. I wasn't perfect, God has blessed me. God kept His hand on me, but at the same time, I was able to realize, what path I really wanted to go on, what I really wanted to do. But I feel like now the position I'm in, and like with me and Coach, what we have going on now, what we gonna be bringing to Winston-Salem, is we have to invest more. We have to really invest in our kids. We got to really have them focus on, or have them occupied with doing something instead of, being out making bad decisions. Because a kid don't want to make bad decisions. When me and Coach training one day, he's like, "You keep doing the same thing." I'm like, "You act like I want to do it on purpose. I don't want to do this on purpose. I'm trying to do it right." Right?
Yeah.
So kids, it's not that kids, you go out there and be like, "Man, why this kid messing up?" Because that's all. If that's all you have on your plate, if that's all you see every single day, that's eventually what's gonna happen. But if you have somebody, or you have something like, you have a park to go to, you have a Boys and Girls Club, you have something to do. Like, kids, they want to play sports. Everybody want to play sports. All these kids want to play sports. All these kids that I know they all play sports. Sports is our outlet, and that's just really what it is. But then things start getting taken away. Like right now, what's going on? The pandemic going on, right? It's nothing for nobody to do. And now all of a sudden you start saying this, you start saying that, and we got to keep our kids. We got to keep our kids occupied. We have to really, again, with Coach motto, with what's the bottom line. If your bottom line, as a parent, you have to push your child. You got to stand behind your child. You have to invest in your child. Just like whatever you was able to do, your mom, your dad invested in you. Your grandparents invested in you. And I tell these kids, when I was talking to these kids on this Zoom call, I tell them, I said, the clothes you have on, the food you eat at night, your mom or your dad or your grandparents or whoever, your guardian, they going to work every single day. You think they want to go to work every single day, go 9 to 5 or whatever they're doing every single day to provide food, water, shelter, clothing for you every single day? I said, if you want to pay them back, the way you pay them back by being successful. Now, being successful doesn't mean you have to be a professional football player, a professional basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a doctor. My brother, he's a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
He's successful.
Right.
If you going out, but you gotta. The thing is, what I feel like when I was talking when me and Coach went to the detention center in New Orleans, because I have my camp.
Tough guys in there now.
Yeah, and I'm telling these kids, I'm like, listen, man, your parents, like, you can't see your mom because you in here. Now, how you think your mom feel? You wanna, or your dad, your guardian, whoever making these sacrifices for you. You know, you gotta pay that person back. And how you pay that person back? You pay that person back by saying your sacrifices are not gonna go in vain. You working these long hours, you doing everything you gotta do, you sacrificing your social life and everything that you got going on so I can play sports, so I can do whatever as a kid. I'm gonna pay you back by being successful. I'm gonna show you that you raised a well-mannered, you know, mature man or woman. And that's what you have to do. You have to and these kids, they know that, but they gotta have something, an outlet.
Right.
An outlet. Someone they can go talk to. You know, if you have someone like there was things going on in school when I was in school, I go talk to coach. Like, coach, this was going on. And he found a way to, you know, to help me or to whatever was trying to distract me and take me off my path. Yeah. Coach is always there, like, to have my back. So it goes hand in hand, you know. So I just feel like, you know, as long as we're able to invest in our kids and also, right, who we listen to. Because a lot of people that give misguided direction and information, but they don't know that they're giving misguided information because they was given misguided information.
Don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know, right? So I can't tell you how to fly a plane if I never been in the cockpit. True. So I can tell you, like, if somebody just for an example, they training. If you never train a pro athlete, how you gonna tell this person how to go pro, right? If you haven't trained somebody that run a hurdle that ran a 13.8, how can you tell that person they can go 13.8 if you've never seen it or you never trained someone to do that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How can you tell somebody? I can't tell nobody to go out here and I'm gonna say, look, this is how you become a sheriff.
Right.
I can't do that. Why? Because I'd never become sheriff.
Right.
You can do that.
Right.
You man of the people.
Right.
You can do that, right?
Right.
So if you're talking about, oh, you could be sheriff, you could do this and this XYZ, how you know that? You know, you're giving misguided information.
They've been told. So what you got, Dream Maker? So because, you know, I'm still impressed, man, that you gave up so my man could rise and live that dream. That's strong. And I guess that was a prayer that you asked God even before he got there, right? Yes. And so God gave you what you asked for. So what would you give these young brothers out here, young kids out here, young girls that are searching, man? Because I come across so many kids every day that want to be the next Levine. They want to live that lifestyle. They want success. I pulled up on you all this morning, right? And I sit in my vehicle and I was watching those kids, right? And it was amazing to me how some of those kids looked at him, right? They looked at him like, that's him, right?
Yes.
And it was a good thing because it ain't every day that our kids get to see someone successful that looks like you. It's not with studs in the ears like that are real instead of cubic zirconia. You know what I'm saying? It ain't every. That's real talk.
Yes, sir.
It ain't every day that they get to see a world-class trainer like you that then train the Chinese Olympic team. It ain't every day that they get to see that, right? And so what I'm saying is that what do you have when you sit down and you talk to these kids? How do you help somebody else make their dream come true?
To me, there's two things. One is, it's like I stated earlier, is what someone sees. When I was a youth, I saw different things. And it was up to me to make those decisions, either go right or left. But if I didn't see those things, I could have had a better pathway.
Right.
And so one thing that I would tell young athletes and coaches is ask the bottom line of the athlete and the person. And give the person an outlet, and by me seeing the world in sports, give them more than an outlet than just football. Because if you don't get a scholarship or D1 scholarship and you're 18, 19 years old, it's over.
Right.
Okay? But that's only in America. There are so many sports that are offered, Olympic sports, X Game sports, that our youth in Winston-Salem, black, brown,
somebody said that the X Game sports and now these things they're playing online like game
E-game sports.
E-game sports. That's what it is.
E-game sports is a $1 billion industry, And so, but our kids don't see that. They may only see basketball.
Or football.
Okay, or football.
Yeah.
But at some point, we have to stop being passive and let athletes know that there are certain guidelines to play basketball now.
Right.
You know, even football, there are certain mental guidelines to play football. Those guys are really running 4-3s, and they are really hitting each other at that impact. And a lot of people say they want to play football, but once you get there, it's a whole different level of guys there. But that athlete can take that energy and push a bobsled. What is success? What are we talking about? Success in football or success in life? And that's one thing that I will tell people.
Success is success.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be because we're throwing all our marbles in the inner cities into, look around, football, basketball. Okay, we're not offering no Olympic sports, no winter sports at all, no X Games sports, no BMX bikes. So that same kid that ran a 4.5, he can ride a bike and compete at the X Games. So it's opportunity and information that we have to divert to our youth to say, you know what, there are multiple ways out. And not only can you be an athlete, a coach, a trainer, an agent, financial advisor. There are so many avenues that you can open up in sports. You don't have to be the athlete because he'll tell you right now, Coach, it's 90 degrees outside, I'm hot, I don't want to train. But we have to do it because he's the athlete. But if you're the financial advisor, you'd be in the office somewhere.
Counting
the money in AC.
Yeah.
But you're still connected to what? The game.
The game.
And you're both, successful in what you do.
Yeah, we got to talk, man. We got to talk because there's so much that you can do, man. That makes a lot of sense, some of the things you said. So I got to get ready to go, right? But I got a couple questions, right? One, before I go to Levine, is that, so are you open to the public now where you're coaching and training people? How can people find you, man? If people want to, say I got a son I want to bring you, how can people find you? I mean, is it a secret that, you're only messing with top-tier athletes? I mean, what's the end? I mean, how can they get in?
They can reach me.
You don't give your number out if you don't want. If you want to, we would love to have it.
At 336-978-1733.
Okay.
And just give me a call. Serious athletes, serious parents, and just love to just get that dialogue. Or they can Facebook me at Coach Derrick Speas. I would love to. My thing is
Coach Derrick Speas on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
My thing is just trying to give back as much as I can because imagine if we was to develop 5 or 6 people. That'd be 5 or 6 people in the community that would come back and enhance 10 people.
That's my thoughts, man. That's where I'm going.
So to me, it's a chain reaction
we stand on the backs of one another.
Yes.
Those that have gone before us.
To me, it's a chain reaction of just helping.
Wow. That's good stuff. It's game day, right? What's that like, man? What's the biggest stadium that you've played in front of? Well, the biggest stadium you played in, and then the largest crowd that you played in front of.
I don't really know the exact number. The biggest
100,000, 50,000.
I definitely played like 100,000 now.
Excuse me. Oh.
But I'm gonna say it's the best stadium. The best stadium ever is M&T. But I like
what's
playing.
What's M&T? I don't know.
No, M&T. That's the Raven Stadium.
Oh.
We got the best fans in the world. I gotta say that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I gotta say that
I've
first.
been to Baltimore. Baltimore's a unique place. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, very unique.
But I will say I love playing in Pittsburgh, Heinz Field. I think that's.
So what's it like? Super Bowl game, man. Do you get chill bumps, man? This game day, the TV going, the cheerleaders, the rah-rah going.
It doesn't matter what I say. I can't even put it in words.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, you get goosebumps. It's just something like everything is just magnified by 10. Everything.
Wow.
Like, it's just magnified by 10. Like my very first game, oh man, it was crazy. Like
you know what's interesting? When I'm sitting there watching TV, right, and I say, man, that's Levine right there, right? Like, oh, right? I can't say what I really say, right? But I was like, dog, that's Levine. That's good stuff. So how many more years you gonna play, man?
Man, Man,
How many more years you want to play?
listen,
You've been there 11 years, so you're
I've
good
been-
now.
I've-
You can walk away.
I could definitely walk away now, but
As they
but-
say, you
but right
fat
now,
and happy now.
you want? I ain't gonna say that, but
I'll say it for you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But what I will say is that where you see me
Yeah.
from that night, from that draft night
Yeah.
to me being now where I'm at and becoming the co-cap, my goal and what I tell the coach is
What co-cap mean? 'Cause you know, there's a lot of folk don't know the lingo. What co-cap mean? Like co-captain.
It's co-captain, but
Okay.
it's the short like co-captain. And
Okay.
I my teammates, you know,
Yeah.
gave me that name. So, you know, now I trademarked it or whatever, but that came from my teammates. But for me being from that night to where I'm at now, and what I told coach is my goal is, you know, is to cement my legacy as one of the Ravens greats. So I want to finish my career at Baltimore, and I want to do everything I got to do to have my name in that Ring of Honor.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give you all the last word before we go. I want you to know I'm proud of you, man. I say that. I talk about you all the time because I sat there in the house with you that night as we was eating pizza, man. I saw you. I saw the concern. I saw how you had the phone in your hand, looking and waiting. I was there, right? And when I came to Detroit, man, to see you playing that game, man, I got excited for you because you living your dream, man. And you have transitioned from a young man to a grown man now. And I'm just grateful that I got a chance to see you mature and living your dream. I know you do a lot in the community. I see you a lot. You always check in on the old man. I love your dad, man. He's always been a good friend. And I'm proud of you, and I mean that. I do. If you ever need anything from us at the office of the sheriff, don't you hesitate. And I really want to be a part of anything that you guys trying to do because you hit something on the head, man. It's so many things that we have narrowed into that football and basketball that, like you talked about, I had never even thought about that. So if a guy can run a 4.3, 4.4, 40 bench pressing, what you bench pressing about 225, 250, whatever, right? He can push a bobsled, right?
Yes, sir.
It's so many things we can do. And then the thing that's most powerful that you said that I don't think that people realize, right? And I'm trying to teach my sons that is that you can have success outside of athletics. Look around at some of the Fortune 500 companies that making millions and billions that didn't play football. Right. What even amazes me now that I'm seeing, there's a phenomenon. I'm seeing a lot of coaches that never even played football, owners of football teams that never played the game, never took a hit or a tackle. And there's so many things attached to the sport. And you gave the example of 90-degree weather. You out there training and sweating, and you say, no, I don't want to sweat. But coach say, the dream maker say, no, you got to do it. We got to do it. But the guy, the financial advisor, is sitting at whatever the company may be.
Morgan Stanley.
Morgan Stanley. Yeah. I know. I
Yeah,
know you, Chris Lee. You there with Chris Lee.
He's sitting at Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, I ain't want to plug. I ain't want to plug Morgan Stanley, but since you threw it out there, right, I know you sitting there, right. They got a few of my coins, but not like yours. But anyway, though, right. So the financial advisor, he's sitting around in the air conditioning, and you out there putting the sweat in, but it's all connected, right? And so there's so many ways that we can obtain success, and I appreciate you. So I'm gonna give you guys the last words, man, before we go.
Man, I'm just gonna say, if you have a dream, focus on it and go for it. That's
Appreciate you.
My thing is the impossible can be possible with a little hard work. Guy from Thurman Street, been to 2 Olympics, and also won a gold medal this past Olympics.
That's
so
good
anything
stuff.
is possible.
That's good stuff. So I want you to know, man, I appreciate you guys, what you're doing in the community. I love you guys. Godspeed. Keep doing what you're doing. May God continue to bless you. And as always, man, you're welcome to come back here if you need anything with us. And thank you for being with us off the cuffs. Have a great rest of your day.